let's enjoy this upcoming match. Kushida, one-on-one against Tyler Bate. Tyler Driver! Your winner, Tyler Bate, and the NXT champion, is going to close things out here with his response to Corin. Pick the time, pick the place, pick the match, do whatever you want. Bate accepts it. The rematch is on. Hello and welcome, Universe Mode. This is NXT. We are here once again in the Hammerstein Ballroom with another great show on its way for you, as the developmental brand always loves to do. There are big things incoming on this card, though. There is absolutely no doubt about it. I'm very much looking forward to what we have here tonight, including, as you see, a big match right there. 6-man battle royal to determine the #1 contender to Pete Dunne's NXT Global Championship at the upcoming NXT TakeOver the night before Survivor Series. Big things are going to be happening that weekend. We've already seen it at the last week and this week of Universe. However, those 6 men will come back for the opportunity. You see them there. Tomohiro Ishii, Drago, Elias, Kushida, Leo Rush, and Jay Lethal, all looking for the opportunity of Pete Dunne, who will face Dunne for the title at TakeOver. Well, we will have that answer for you here tonight, which I absolutely cannot wait for. And then on top of that, we have our main event of the evening. Tyler Bate responded last week to Corin. He said last week to Corin, name the place, the time, the rematch is on for the NXT Championship. There was no rebuttal from Corin, and it doesn't seem as if there'll be one here tonight. However, Tyler Bate will face Punishment Martinez of Sanity in the main event here tonight. Last week, Punishment Martinez made his debut, and tonight he's already representing the NXT Tag Team Champions as he takes on the NXT Champion himself. All of that is to come here tonight at NXT, but we're going to start things from the very top in what should be a very entertaining contest between Peyton Royce and Toni Storm. Alright, well, here we go. This episode of NXT ready to get kick-started. And the Iconics are the ones, of course, to come out. I mean, it was Billie Kay last week who went up against Io Shirai. That one didn't go well. Needless to say, it did not succeed in the way that I wanted it to. Io Shirai, of course, picked up the win over Billie Kay. And now here tonight, Peyton Royce will look to try and turn things around by picking up a win over Toni Storm. Fellow country women, of course, are the Iconics and Toni Storm, all from Australia. Peyton Royce, of course, also has the added leverage of being a former NXT Women's Champion. Wasn't a champion for that long, to be fair, but she still goes down in the record books as a former NXT Women's Champion. Of course, an NXT Women's Champion is something that Toni Storm wants to be, as I imagine so do pretty much everyone on the NXT Women's roster. Of course, we know the NXT Women's Champion herself, Tessa Blanchard, is going to be awaiting her #1 contender to arrive for her title. And I wonder who it will be. Right now, Io Shirai, Toni Storm if she wins here tonight, Peyton Royce if she wins here tonight in the same breath, Shayna Baszler. They could all be in the talk for the title. It's all down to what the NXT General Manager decides is the best fit for the brand. That being said, of course, we never know, really. Anything could happen regarding that NXT Women's Championship. It is all about who they want to send on their way towards the diamond that is Tessa Blanchard. But here comes Toni Storm right now. Storm's last match before this one, I believe, was against Kairi Sane, if I remember correctly, or she teamed with Kairi Sane, one of those two. Picked up the win, or a loss if it was one-on-one against Kairi Sane. Nevertheless, Storm ready for this one here tonight. You could regard that since Kairi Sane's defeat to Tessa Blanchard in the last NXT at 2K18, you could say that maybe Toni Storm is now the one leading the way for the NXT women against Trifecta, leading the charge against Blanchard, Gabbett, and Garrett. Maybe she is. Maybe it's Io Shirai. It could even be Charlotte. We don't really know, to be honest. What we do know right now, though, is that this match is ready to get underway. Peyton Royce, Toni Storm to kick things off on NXT, and a flying forearm right out of the bat by Toni Storm, certainly showing she is not in a good mood. And it may also show that she wants to try and get this one as over and done with as quickly as possible. Quick counter there to Peyton Royce. Tiger Bomb. Oh my goodness, Tiger Bomb right away there. Peyton Royce could be done for. Cover made. Kick out of 2 there. Well, things aren't looking that good for her right now, in all honesty. Billie Kay put up a tough fight against Io Shirai last week, but this one isn't looking as much of a tough fight, if I'm being truthfully honest with you. Forearmed her right in the face there, might be dazed. German suplex will certainly daze her nevertheless. And Billie Kay now trying to get involved, trying to help out her friend in this one. Peyton Royce from behind. Face buster there, and into the mat goes Toni Storm. That could be where things may turn around in this contest for the Iconics. Or not, in all honesty. Billie Kay sliding in a steel chair of all things for Royce to maybe try and use to her advantage. And that has gone well for her. Knee right in the gut there by Toni Storm. Storm now. Oh, good God. Snap German suplex. And Billie Kay trying to intervene right now. Trying to help out Peyton Royce to the best of her abilities. But it looks like things might be done for right now. Up on her feet. Some kind of air raid crash. Oh, my goodness. What a neck breaker there. Billie Kay intervening, but Peyton Royce is done for. Royce is absolutely out of this one. The referee was going to get rid of the steel chair there, but Toni Storm covers and pins Peyton Royce. Give credit to Storm a little bit for there. She decided to not hit another one. She knew the match was over, and she left it be there. You are the winner, Toni Storm. Congratulations there. Victory for you. An absolutely destructive one at that over Peyton Royce. Royce is all sorts of dazed on the outside. If Toni Storm defeated a former NXT Women's Champion that quick, what could she do against the current one? I wonder what the answer could be to that question. Storm, your winner there anyway. And I do have to ask, Io Shirai, Shayna Baszler, Toni Storm, maybe one of those three women is going to be the #1 contender to Tessa Blanchard. We will find out. TakeOver still about 3 weeks away or thereabouts. We'll see how things will go from there. Let's move on, though, already to our next contest of the evening. Should be a bit of an entertaining one as well. No Way Jose. This is Juice Robinson. All right, then. Let's see how this one will go. No Way Jose coming out first for this one. I'm entertained by the arrival of No Way Jose each and every week. I got to be honest. He is always a breath of fresh air, I think is the best way to put it for NXT. The conga line is on its way. The Fiesta is incoming. And, you know, in moments like we are in with NXT, sometimes a little bit of breath of fresh air is needed. Let's be honest here. You look at some of the things going on in NXT. You look at the main event scenario right now. Corin back on the scene here in NXT. And sometimes you need something to boost you up a little bit. And I'll be honest, I think both of these guys are capable of that. You have the conga line in No Way Jose, the party man that he is, and the flamboyant Juice Robinson. I like both of them. However, No Way Jose is kind of looking to try and bounce back right now from this recent dip in form he's been having, I think, for lack of a better term. My apologies there. I think he's trying to bounce back from his dip in form. He's trying to bounce back from it all. He knows it's been a trying time for him. And No Way Jose would really appreciate a victory here tonight. Just something to smile over. But the reality is Juice Robinson has been proving incredibly difficult for opponents to tackle over these last few weeks since his debut. I think, you know, a lot of things have been said about I said about a comparison last week kind of between Andrade Cien Almas and Juice Robinson. Both guys came around at roughly the same time. Both guys have a bunch of victories under their belt, and both guys have nothing but success going for them in the eyes of the future as a potential future here in NXT. It could all very well be the case. Look at Juice Robinson, though. Look at the high spirits this man is in. Looking great. Loving the shirt as well as he heads towards the ring here. No Way Jose's had a little bit more pizzazz to it maybe, but Juice is certainly showing his excitement to be here as well. Lovely attire being rocked by the flamboyant one. Two men very alike to one another. There is absolutely no doubt about that one. They are incredibly similar to one another. Nevertheless, we shall wait to see what will happen here as these two guys get ready for one-on-one contest with one another. There is No Way Jose ready to go. Juice Robinson on the other side of the ring. Let's see how this one will go between these two. Colin elbow tie-up will start things off. No Way Jose, the taller of the two. Maybe the stronger of the two as well. Juice Robinson, though, definitely ready for this contest, as he always is. Juice knows that he always has a tough fight in his hands, and he's always more than welcome to try and compete in it. Thank you, referee. Can you please move out of the way? There we go. Got him out of the way of that one there. No Way Jose wrenching on the arm of... sorry, Juice Robinson wrenching on the arm of No Way Jose. And then coming in with a spear on the big man. Good counter by Jose there, though. Great strength being demonstrated as well. Atomic drop. And Juice is going to be feeling that one. Throat chop there. Counter, however, by Jose. Counter back. Sorry, counter by Juice and then counter by Jose. Back elbow now from No Way Jose. Juice Robinson sending him to the outside. Stirring the pot a little bit or something along those lines. Back in the ring we go now with these two. Good counter by Jose. Good counter by Juice. Went for some kind of flying clothesline there. Didn't really get all of it. May have gotten enough, but... oh, that forearm did crack No Way Jose a little bit there. He was slow up to his feet. That's a Seth Rollins move. I'll be in contact with the NXT general manager about moves like that being used on this brand. Know your place, Juice. Gosh. DDT of sorts. Oh, elevated DDT from Juice Robinson. That was a lovely elevated DDT there. On the money from Juice Robinson, no doubt about it. Good chop in the chest as well. Irish whip off the ropes now. Spine buster by Juice. A lot of covers being done after his moves in this one here. Kick out at one by No Way Jose, however. And a body lock being applied by Juice Robinson now. Squeezing his legs together there. Applying pressure to Jose's ribs, making it tough for him to fight out of it. However, Jose with some back elbows there does force his way out of the hole. Juice stumbling slightly and lariat down to the ground by No Way Jose. Let's see what Jose's got in mind here. A little bit of a strut up. Leg drop connects from No Way Jose. No Way Jose could play spoiler here in the talks of all. Jose in. Cobra clutch slam on Juice Robinson. Into the cover to try and give Robinson his first loss. Was not happening though. I was about to say that Jose could play spoiler in regards to Juice Robinson's undefeated streak in the talk of Juice and Andrade. And he looks to be trying to do that right now. Juice with a counter. Strike there from No Way Jose. Counter by Juice. Snapmare takeover there. Chin lock now by No Way Jose. This crowd up on their feet a little bit now. Juice Robinson got a tough task to try and get back in this one, but you better believe he's going to do his very best. Juice turns him round. Here we go. Juice Robinson. Pulp friction. Cover made by Juice Robinson on Jose, and it is good for the win. Juice Robinson defeats No Way Jose. Pulp friction secures another win in the bag for the flamboyant Juice Robinson, and he is awfully pleased with the job done here. Oh my goodness! Talk of him! Here he is! Andrade Cien Almas from behind. El Idolo jumping. Juice Robinson right now. There was no need for this to happen, but Andrade has done it here. Was this Andrade's own movements, or was this Zelina Vega guiding the way for him? Whatever the idea, whatever it was, he is down right now. Juice Robinson's been blindsided. The flamboyant one has been blindsided by El Idolo. And Andrade in now. Hammerlock DDT to Juice Robinson. He jumped him, and the damage has not been done yet. And Andrade has taken a mic now, and his port of call is to go after Juice Robinson, saying that he is sick and tired of hearing the comparisons about Juice Robinson and Andrade Cien Almas. Compare the two. One is destined for greatness. One is destined to be homeless within 2 years. He already looks it, so Juice Robinson might as well be it. Very personal attack from Andrade right off the get-go. But what sickens Andrade the most is this belief that just because both guys are undefeated, they are on the same level. Andrade is going to the very top. And if Juice Robinson wants to see what that is all about and wants to see what Andrade is about, then face El Idolo at TakeOver and let Andrade be the one to silence flamboyance. The threat made there by Andrade Cien, almost to Juice Robinson. He wants to face him a takeover, one-on-one. Settle this once and for all between the pair of them. And I'm not, I'm no psychic, but I think Juice Robinson's answer will be yes. Well, that was one surefire way to get things going here on NXT. There's no doubt about that. The attack there. Juice Robinson was just a passenger to it all. There's no doubt about it. Nevertheless, we move on here, as we must, to our next contest of the evening. EC3 ready to compete one-on-one here against Toni Nese. Two tag teams who have been kind of, pretty much leading the way in terms of the next shot at sanity for the tag team titles. You look at where Perfect have gone as of late. They're undefeated, I believe, to the best of my knowledge, and they've been great since their very start. And then you look at the duo of Toni Nese and Noam Dar, led by Bret the Hitman Hart, as he has done. He picked those two men out. Bret is not here tonight, actually, and he wants to see what his two guys can do by themselves, see what kind of progress they've made. And interesting idea, but I am curious to see how far it will go. Nevertheless, EC3 ready for this one here. Ty Dillinger at ringside with him. I would assume Noam Dar is going to be at ringside with Toni Nese as well. And certainly the two ripped combatants of either team. Toni Nese has 8 reasons why he's better than everyone else. EC3, well, he's in the top 1% for a reason. And you look at that body and you realize that EC3 is a machine in many regards for that very reason. But I'm very interested to see what this singles match will be all about. Interested to see what kind of impact it will leave on the tag division as well. There's plenty that can be discussed about this, and we see here the duo of Toni Nese and Noam Dar actually coming out together. A bit of a synchronized entrance right now, which is a bit interesting. Wasn't prepared for that one. I know they do come out together, but they seem to be in high spirits right now. Does this duo? They've been doing decent as a tag team. I don't think they've had the same oomph, I think is the word I'm looking for, as Perfect have had. But they have done a good job in their own right, and that's the reason why I think they're here with Perfect. I think either one of these teams in many regards could be the next to face Sanity. And maybe this match here tonight will help the NXT general manager to deciding which one it will be to face Sanity. We're about to find out anyway, as these two get ready to square off. EC3 out of the gates there with that drop kick on Toni Nese. The premier athlete that Toni Nese is, just getting caught off the gate from the very get-go there by EC3. Good forearm though by Nese. And now we wait to see how things go. Drop under. Super kick by Nese. EC3 a little bit dazed by it as he's caught with a punt kick in the gut there. Oh God, what a Saito suplex by EC3. Not the best camera angle on it, but still. Caught eye of it. EC3 in now. Neck breaker on Nese. EC3 told me he's been training recently, been looking at new moves, and he has a new rendition of his 1%er that he would like to release here tonight for the world to see. We'll see if that'll be the case or not, though, as this match progresses on. Toni Nese would definitely love to play spoiler and make us wait another week to see what that is. Dillinger watching on at ringside. Noam Dar doing the same over there. I don't think we'll see conflict between either sides, but could certainly see something break down. Work on the arm being done now by Toni Nese. A little bit of a smart idea, to be fair, by Nese. Is the taller of the two is EC3. The heavier of the two is EC3. He's also take out his arm, and you take away a lot of his ability to slam you down. Good knee in the face, though, by EC3. Struck him well, but Toni Nese with a counter there off the ropes. Went for the super kick, and this time EC3 wasn't interested in finding out about it. He was just interested in getting that neck breaker in. Great counter to that super kick, though. How quick he was to evade it. Really showed the speed at which EC3 can work with 2 neck breakers now. Well, 3 neck breakers in this match. 2 different renditions of them. Went to turn him around there. Got countered by Nese. Kick in the gut by Nese now. Gonna go for a power bomb, and he has him way up in the air. Nese in. Buckle bomb to EC3. Incredible bit of maneuvering there from Toni Nese, and strength as well to hit it. He covers EC3. He can't get more than a 1 count on the top 1%er. In the corner goes EC3 now, and Nese comes flying in with a forearm after it. The Premier Athlete's doing a great job right now. Might just need a little bit more, though. We might need that little extra to carry him over the barrier and towards victory. And what a victory it would be to sustain as well over EC3, who arguably has not looked as strong in this matchup as Toni Nese has. But oh, there you go. There's some strength for you. Roll up made by EC3. Nese's arm under the bottom rope there. Completely fair call to be made. Oh, God, STO. And Noam getting involved here. EC3 isn't interested by it, though. He's still going to work. Look at that back suplex there. Fooled Nese all around before delivering it. And Nese is in big trouble right now. Big running splash from EC3. And let's see what we have in store. I think this is the new version of it. 1%er by EC3. Got momentum in it. And then Toni Nese sent down into the mat. EC3 should have had it sealed, but the invasion there, Noam getting involved. A face-to-face argument, and in the background, the Premier Athlete getting up to his feet there. Toni Nese could be in with something big. Hurricanrana by Nese now. Goes for the cover on EC3 again, hoping he's done enough, and again EC3 kicks out early enough. Could argue this match should be over by now, if not for Noam. Roll up made again by EC3. Fingertips in the ropes there, though. This cravat neck breaker now. Series of neck breakers on store for EC3. There's no doubt about it. And here we go. The old rendition of the 1%er. And I believe that should be what ends it. 1, 2, and 3. EC3 beats Toni Nese. Was not the freshest start for EC3. Certainly didn't come out the gates at 100%, but certainly closed it at 100%. There is your winner. And Perfect look to be on a bit of a better roll right now than Toni Nese and Noam do. Victory sustained for EC3, and are we looking, I do have to ask, it may be early days, but still, are we looking at the #1 contenders, the NXT Tag Team titles? Will this be the duo to face Sanity for those titles at TakeOver the night before Survivor Series? We will find out then. I think it could definitely be a case for Perfect to get the shot right now, but of course, it is all decided by what the NXT General Manager wants to do, far more than what I simply state. At the end of the day, I'm the General Manager of the different show. Nevertheless, it is time to move on to our next contest. It is time to find out who the #1 contender to the NXT Global Championship will be. Ishii, Drago, Kushida, Elias, Lio Rush, Jay Lethal. One of those men will get Pete Dunne. Question is, which one? Let's find out next. Alright, well, we got 6 entrances on the way, and we got plenty of time to talk about stuff between them as well. Let's be real here. First man coming out, the Stone Pitbull himself, Tomohiro Ishii, will be the first one out in this one. Take a look at that man right there. Already had an opportunity. The NXT Global Championship, was the one pinned in the Fatal 4-Way match at TakeOver Brooklyn. The match also involved one Lio Rush as well, who was in this matchup. That was Pete Dunne, Matt Riddle were present in that one as well. Nevertheless, Tomohiro Ishii wants to be the one to win this. He wants a one-on-one match against Pete Dunne. The reality is he's had Pete Dunne one-on-one before, and he beat him. Maybe the element of surprise was the reason why Dunne lost that one, but there was also no doubt about it that when Ishii was one-on-one with Pete Dunne, he got the win. And in my eyes, there is perhaps no reason why the Stone Pitbull couldn't do it again. She's going to win this Battle Royal here. Be the last one standing in the ring, and a ticket to TakeOver is sealed for him. It would be great for Ishii to get that opportunity, because I think, there's a little bit of hit and miss nature to Ishii. One moment it feels as if he's doing incredible, the next moment it feels as if he's lacking, he's struggling, he's not where he should be. And that's something that he can't really afford to have, in all fairness. It's something that he needs to bounce back from. And I think a A much needed win here tonight could do that for him. On top of that, of course, the #1 contendership is something to have as well. It's a guaranteed match at TakeOver, and if she puts the right frame of mind in, it could be a title for him as well. Here comes Drago towards the ring right now, ready for this one. You can see where all our budget goes each and every week for NXT. It has gone into this man's entrance. Drago's had a pretty impressive start since coming down to NXT. He's done bits and pieces, really. He's been taking care of business, and he's been looking damn good in doing so as well. Drago ready for this one now. Ready to square up one-on-one against... in this six-man battle royal. I do have to wonder, how can Drago win this battle royal? He's the smallest, maybe? Maybe him or Lio Rush are the smallest of the two in this one, and I wonder how he'll be able to win this battle royal. I'm not trying to say he can't. Just that idea of having to survive in this match could be a little bit more difficult for him than, say, for Tomohiro Ishii, who can just endure shot after shot after shot into his face and then just throw everyone over the top rope and comfortably pick up the victory. We'll see about that one, though, as time does go on. But here comes a man who has been picking up his own wins and doing his own, going to his own chord of his own guitar. And that is Elias, the drifter that he is, has been picking up all sorts of victories as of late. Beat Grand Metalik, I believe it was last week, in comfortable circumstances. And that is why he's been rewarded here tonight with this #1 contenders match. I was a bit surprised when I realized this match was happening and I saw that Andrade Cien Almas wasn't in it. But it certainly seems as if Andrade has gone about in his own ways towards making a statement for himself. And also that idea of Andrade believing he's destined for greatness. Maybe as well, he also said he just didn't want the match. That could also be another reason for why we didn't see Andrade in this six-man battle royal. We'll see about that, though. Half the field has already made their way out. We await the other half to make their way out. And I look at this match and I'm sat here thinking, I don't even know who the first one eliminated is going to be, let alone the one who's going to be left standing in the ring to be the #1 contender. It could be anyone, really. It could be absolutely anyone. It could be Drago. It could be Elias. It could be this man, Kushida. It could be Ishii. It could be Lethal. It could be Rush. There's no knowing who is going to capture the victory in this battle royal. There is none. One thing is for certain, though, and I think Kushida would love to pick up the win because it would be a great way for him to bounce back from last week's tough defeat, I think the best way is putting it, to Tyler Bate. It was a great main event match between both men. But in the end, the time split just was not enough for the NXT champion. And that has been the case now, to be honest, for quite some time in all reality. But it was a tough showing from Kushida. In the end, of course, just was not enough to take care of Tyler Bate. Bate gears up for his rematch with Corin at NXT TakeOver. The rematch is going to happen. Just a matter of getting it all finished up, I guess. We'll see about that. But here comes a man who, much like Tomohiro Ishii, does have unfinished business with the NXT Global Champion, you could argue, the man of the hour, Lio Rush, who would love the opportunity to go one-on-one against Pete Dunne again for that NXT Global Championship. Lio Rush, how did we last see him in action? 2 weeks ago, I think it was. I believe he beat Kalisto. Yeah, thrilling contest. That one was definitely fast-paced between those two, and there's no doubt in my eyes that Rush doesn't deserve to be in this match, and he absolutely does. His performances on NXT, the showings that he's put in each and every week. Rush did actually face Corin not long ago as well. I think that might have been when did he? I'm sure he faced Corin. It might have been 2 weeks ago that he faced Corin, and then last week maybe he faced Kalisto. I'm not 100% certain on it all. Nevertheless, Rush is ready for this one, but so too is this man. He made his arrival to NXT last week, and he's made his presence felt instantly as well. There's no doubt about it. Self-proclaimed greatest first-generation wrestler in the world today, Jay Lethal. His victory over Titus O'Neil last week on NXT showed one thing. He is here, and he is right away ready to make a huge name for himself on NXT, and this is the prime opportunity to do it in this battle royal. And I think, all things considered, Jay Lethal stands a very strong chance of winning this one. Former United States champion, great success for him in the in the main roster, but You know, there came a time where Lethal, I talked about this, you know, with this idea where Lethal just kind of, he either just goes with the motions or he stands out. And I think if he's in NXT, he's got to try and stand out. He's got to try and show himself to be something else. And that's a very good statement to be made. You can't just go through the motions each and every week on the main roster. Meanwhile, there's guys tearing it up each and every week here on this brand, doing everything they can to get recognized. And Lethal now has to become one of those guys who tears it up week in and week out, and a great start to that would be winning this Battle Royal and becoming the NXT Global Champion, showing that he is once again focused and ready for this. Nevertheless, we are underway in this 6-man Battle Royal. It's going to be a tough one to pay attention to, no doubt about it, but I will try my best to do what I can around here. So we have Ishii right now in a precarious position. Elias trying to get rid of him. Same could be said for Kushida. Jay Lethal trying to offload him with no luck, though. Drago right now against Lio Rush, doing a good job right there. Stone Pitbull and the Drifter putting up a very thrilling start with one another right now. Oh, Hurricanrana there by Lio Rush. I thought he might have been looking to try and clothesline Drago up and over the top rope. Shot there by Rush, returned by Drago. All sorts going on right now, with every side involved here. Forearms in the back. Kushida in the turnbuckle. Now it's Lethal in the turnbuckle. As Ishii in the turnbuckle. What a lariat by Elias there. Drago and Lio Rush both dragging themselves under the bottom rope for recovery in this moment. Dragon screw there by Ishii. Lethal and Kushida, meanwhile, absolutely just going back and forth with one another right now. And I'm enjoying witnessing it as well. Drago wanted to go right after Lio Rush there. His wish has been granted. Good elbow in the face there. Lethal now. Whoa, we've got a double team going on here. A double team on Lio Rush from Drago and Jay Lethal. Oh, Lio Rush went for some kind of running splash there. Missed it big time. What else is going on around the ring right now? Kushida has Lethal by the ropes. Oh, Ishii and Lethal in trouble. Drago also in trouble a little bit as well. No, he immediately gets back in the ring. Both men struggling to stay on in this one now, though. Drago also teetering over the top rope. Everyone staying in right now. No one eliminated yet. I did say I don't know who's going to be the first one out in this one. There's a bit of a tradition in this universe, though. The moment someone's eliminated, everyone else starts getting eliminated. So we'll see if that'll take place in this one or not. In the turnbuckle now is Drago. Jay Lethal and Ishii both under that bottom rope. Great bit of work by Kushida there. Fireman's carry. Flapjack and Elias goes down. Only goes down but decides to go underneath that bottom rope. Lio Rush having to fight on everyone, it seems, right now. Kushida goes under that bottom rope. Everyone calling for a little bit of a fight here. Seems as if everyone's starting to gear up after Lio Rush. Even Ishii here. Oh, pop-up drop kick there. Thing of beauty by Lio Rush. Ishii taking himself to the turnbuckle here. Pulling himself up to his feet as well. And Lio Rush will try and eliminate Ishii. That's going to be a tough order for him. Oh, Elias up on the top there. Elias could have been in trouble. All six were in trouble there for a moment. They were all looking for eliminations of some sort. Well, 3 were looking for eliminations. 3 were on the brink of getting eliminated. Wait a minute. Kushida here might be lining up something on Lio Rush. Kushida, is he going to strike? Back to the future from Kushida. Look at this one again. Back to the future nailed. Rush is down, but how is that going to get him up and over the top rope is the real question. You might just have dead weight on your hands right now. Look at the strength of Elias there. And Drago and Lethal both rolling under that bottom rope. Counter by Ishii sending Elias into the turnbuckle and sending him up and over the top rope. They go with it. Elias is out. Ishii with the first elimination, and there's only 2 men standing in the ring right now, and both of them have had the shot at the NXT Global Championship before. Great counters being mustered up here by Rush. Pop-up drop kick again. Ishii goes down. Look at this now from Drago. Big run up here, and Hurricanrana spiking Lethal's head into the mat. 5 now in the ring, so it starts to get a little bit awkward here for all parties involved. Good counter by Lio Rush. Hurricanrana going to connect with it. Ishii looking to get rid of Kushida here. Kushida hanging in there. Who's next out in this one, though? I do have to ask. Usually, as I said, we have a bit of a tradition where one goes and then tons start going after it. Will we be seeing that right now? I think we're about to see Drago on his way out. Yes, we are. Lethal eliminates Drago. And then there were 4. There's a counter now by Ishii on Kushida. And Lethal and Rush working together here to take out Tomohiro Ishii in the moment. That is smart. Ishii rolling underneath that apron. And Rush perhaps thinking tactically here. That might not be too tactically, though. Perching himself on that top rope. I know the man of the hour likes to think a little bit confidently, but that is dangerous. Could have easily been hoofed over the top rope in that moment. Rush counters Kushida. Sends him over the top rope. Kushida in huge trouble. And Kushida. Oh, what a counter from the time splitter. Kicked him right in the face. Skims the cat and hangs on in there. But only for so long. Super kick. And Kushida's out of it as well. Ishii, Lethal, and Rush are left. Make that Russian Lethal on the left. Ishii eliminated by Lethal. And here we go now. Between these two men for the right to be the #1 contender. This is what it comes down to. Which one of these two will face Pete Dunne for the NXT Global Championship at NXT TakeOver? We could be finding out the answer to that question very, very soon indeed. Rush in now. Hammer locked, but he counters his way out of it. Great bit of work. Irish whip. Sends him into the turnbuckle. Running forearm there. And Jay Lethal could be in trouble. Up and Leo Rush eliminates Lethal right away. Leo Rush is your #1 contender. And boom goes the dynamite for the man of the hour. Leo Rush is your #1 contender. A sudden and instant elimination of Jay Lethal. And all of a sudden, Leo Rush has another crack at the Global Championship. Great camera angle there. But it is Rush versus Dunne at TakeOver. This is just what the man of the hour wanted. And it is what he is going to get at NXT TakeOver. Pete Dunne versus Leo Rush. I'm ready for that one. I think that is a great opportunity for Rush to become the champion. And I know he would... Oh, no. We were just about to move on to our main event. Oh, you are kidding me. We need to go backstage. Right now. Oh, no. The assault is on backstage right now. It's Corin on Bate. Of course it is. As if it would be anyone else. Corin assaulting Bate, but the NXT champion is trying to fight back right now. Tyler Bate was doing action up next. And this is happening right now instead. He is getting assaulted by his challenger. No, don't you, no, please, no. Corin, no. The match is sealed for TakeOver, but right now, there are other things in the mind of the challenger. Slamming him down on that car roof. Oh my goodness. Sickening actions by the challenger. We need help for Bate right now.